Hello. We heard that you would like us to speak about Ascension. A lot of you have a very interesting perception of what Ascension is. A lot of you think it is a place that you go, it is a destination that you arrive at, it is a task that you complete. However, this is very far from the truth. Ascension is your natural state of being. It is who you are when you are here with us in non-physical. Your soul decides to go through many lifetimes and many lessons and many different experiences to help you achieve that ascension in the physical world. Achieving ascension in the physical world is not a checkbox. It is not something that you get a diploma for. It is not something you get recognized for. It is not something that people will say, wow, you are so ascended when they meet you. The process of ascending is breaking down the barriers and blocks that you have built yourself that keep you separated from source energy. For once you begin to break down the barriers, and these barriers include perceptions and ideas and words and thoughts and actions, once you begin to break down these barriers, you begin to see glimpses of light. And that light is the larger part of you, the larger part of you that is not placed here in the physical world. When you focus on ascension, it may seem like it's very far away. Ascension may seem like it is something that is unattainable. And we would like to reframe your focus of ascension if you would let us do so. Once you begin to recognize the little things that keep you from ascension, you will begin to notice even more things and more things and more things that are truly blocking out the light. If you look at a window and you paint a window black, light cannot come through it. But that's the whole purpose of glass, is to make the light come through the window. To paint the window would be to shut the light out permanently. You haven't done that. You've merely drawn the curtains. And with each unfolding of the things that you find that are holding you back, the curtain comes back a little bit. And when we say the things that are holding you back, we mean the constructs that you have made in your mind and in your spirit and in the physical world around you that keep you from ascension. So, for instance, when you are focusing on lack and when you are focusing on what you do not have, that is keeping you from ascension. And when you focus on things that make you feel unpleasant, that's the things that are keeping you from your ascension. When you focus on how other people are behaving in ways that you wish they wouldn't, that is keeping you from your ascension. When you focus on the things that other people say that you wish they wouldn't, or the things that you wish they would say, that is keeping you from your ascension. When you focus on things that take you out of a place of feeling joy, that is taking you from your ascension. Because your true purpose here is to feel joy. Your true purpose here is to feel free. And truly, anything that you want has a basis of making you feel free. When you can already feel free without having the physical items or the material things, or the bank account, the car, the house, the money, the clothes. Feeling free is what brings freedom. And when you feel freedom, the universe aligns with feeling free. The universe aligns with feeling and showing you that you are free. What is ascension? Ascension is freedom from the physical world. Ascension is freedom from the pains of everyday life. Ascension is that goal that you think of and that goal that you see that takes you from a place of where you are trying to get to a place that you realize you already are. Anytime you go somewhere, you are experiencing source energy working through you. You are experiencing God. You are experiencing the universe working through every interaction that you have. That is part of being ascended. That is part of ascension. And when you can 110% be focused on bringing the light with you wherever you go, you bring in that ascension energy into your life. Now, we've seen a lot. We have seen all these ascended masters. We have seen the face of all of the guys that you have and the guys that you don't have and the guys that everybody has. And what we've realized is that the ascended masters that you talk about, for the most part, were once human. And they chose to not focus on the things that made them feel unpleasant. They chose not to focus on the things that brought them pain. They chose instead to focus on the things that bring them joy and the things that bring them peace. And in focusing on the things that brought them joy and peace, they were able to heal the energy of others around them because of their pure connection to source energy. Because joy and freedom and peace and laughter and fun are the ways that you connect to source energy. The quickest route to ascension is laughter and joy and fun. The more fun that you can have and the more fun that you can bring into even the most painful of circumstances is actually going to be what brings ascension to life for you. And what we mean when we say bring ascension to life is it will break down the barriers and blocks that you have built against ascension. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to keep you where you are and realize that ascension energy is always with you. There's nothing that you can do to get rid of it. There's nothing that you can do to send it away. Ascension energy is simply here to say hello. It is simply here to be with you. And the more that you can bring in that energy of ascension into everything that you do, the more that you are going to feel ascended. We would like to speak for a little bit on what feeling ascended feels like. Something that we have been trying to impress upon you and upon Andrew is that when you let people affect your vibration, when you let people into your vibration that makes you feel anything less than peace and joy, that is not ascension energy. If you are wanting to progress spiritually, you have to remember that no one can vibrate for you. No one can manifest for you. No one can actually make you feel any certain way. You allow this person to make you feel a certain way. You allow these circumstances to make you feel that way. So what does being ascended feel like? Or what does ascension feel like? It feels like joy. It feels like the complete knowing in the universe that you are the focus of the universe, and the universe is solely focusing on you and smiling at you and making sure that every step you take is divinely guided and ordered and sending you signs and symbols and sending you things that you are aligned with, and knowing that when you are aligned with these things that you are going to feel better and you're going to feel good. Because the universe does not need to send you signs. The universe does not need to do anything for you. But when you are aligned with seeing signs and symbols that verify something for you as though you're on the right path, or a message from someone who has departed, the universe will give you those symbols because you are aligned with those symbols. And giving you those symbols is the universe's way of saying, you are so aligned with me that you are really manifesting these symbols. There is nothing special that the universe is doing for you when it comes to showing you the symbols that you see. You are manifesting these symbols from your higher self that show you that you are on the right path. Being ascended is that happening all the time. Feeling ascended is when you can look at a choice of feeling pain or feeling anger or feeling sadness or feeling joy and feeling happiness and feeling laughter. If you make the choice to feel laughter and happy and joy and power, that's what being ascended feels like. Being ascended does not mean that you will never experience a negative emotion. For as long as you're here on earth, you are going to experience negative emotions. But the thing that we're wanting to impress upon you is that you can make the choice to feel better. You can make the choice to feel happy and joyful and feeling in your power. And the more that you choose to feel happy, joyful, and in your power, the more that you are going to be aligned with ascension energy. You have a lot of tools. You have a lot of spiritual spiritual guidance. You have a lot of audios and books. You have all of the tools that you need to help you make these decisions. But really, the biggest thing that you need to do is realize that you are the power that makes these decisions. You can read the books and you can study the courses, but if you don't make the choices, then you are wasting your time. You can read a book telling you how to be a good person, but if you don't make the choice to be a good person and you don't act on the information that you've learned, you've wasted your time and you've wasted your money and you've wasted precious time that you could be using to make better choices. There are people that were ascended before books were even a thing, before books were even part of the physical world. And how did they do it? They made the choices to focus on joy. They made the choices to focus on peace and healing and helping other people. They made the choice to not let other people make them feel a certain way. They chose positivity. They chose power. And because they chose positivity and power, their path to ascension was sped up. And their path to ascension is not really a path. They broke down the barriers that were keeping them from ascending. Because for every kind act that you do, you break a little bit of the barrier between you and ascension. With every choice that you make to focus on the positive of the universe and to focus on the positivity that is this world, you break down a little bit of the barriers that have been created by you from your ascension. So what we would like to challenge you to do is to put yourself in situations where you have to make a choice between feeling angry and feeling joyful, feeling pissed off, if you will, or feeling happy, feeling powerless or feeling powerful. You can do this. And the more that you make even the smallest choices in the lane of positivity, then you can work on this and you can make progress. And I know some of you are like, Francisco, what is going on? How can I make positive choices when I'm aligned with such painful experiences, when I am presented with such pain and sorrow in the world? How can I make those decisions? And the thing that I would like to tell you, and the thing that we as a collective group of spirits would like to tell you, is that there is always a choice, and you can either be the one that needs the healing or you can be the one that brings the healing. When you are the one that brings the healing, you will be healed. If you walk around saying you are in need of healing, you are limiting yourself and you are limiting the power that you have to heal others. In healing others, you will be healed. That is the law. When you give, you will receive. If you are constantly focusing on being the one that needs the healing, then you are missing out. You are missing out on the power that you have and the choices that you have to make things happen, to make things work. You cannot always be the one that needs healing. You have to be the one to bring the healing. You have to be the one to show up when no one else will, even if you are not feeling like it. That is what it is. That is what a spiritual path is. You are here to heal the world. You signed up for this before you got here. And now is the time for you to act on that. Now is the time for you to be a part of that. It is not time for you to slink back into the shadows and say that you aren't healed yet, because the truth is no one in your physical world is healed completely. Every single one of you carries wounds and pains and hurts. But the only difference is some people have not let it define them and have grown to be the ones to help people because they realize that when they help people, they help themselves. Then you have the people who are constantly trapped in a victim mentality, who vibrate lower, who vibrate from a place of pain and sorrow and anger. And when you realize that you are the one that can reach them by simply raising your vibration and being around them, that is where beauty comes. That is where pain is dissipated. That is where healing is manifested. That is where miracles happen. That is where ascension shines upon you. That is where you kick down the doors that have been holding you from anything you have been wanting. You have to bring the healing to be healed. We cannot do this for you. You have to make this choice. You have to make this happen for yourself. You cannot always be the one that needs help. Eventually, you're going to have to help everybody else. And a lot of you are saying that, well, I'm not healed, so how can I heal others? Or I need too much help before I can help other people. That is not accurate. You can help people while you need help. You can heal people while you need to be healed. The only thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is making the choices and taking the right actions and getting to a place where you need to be. If you are not making the right choices and you are not doing the right thing and you are not practicing what you preach, then you will not be able to bring healing to other people. But when you make the choice that every time you heal somebody, or every time you speak to somebody who needs it, or every time you do something nice for somebody, or with every act of kindness that you do, when you make the choice that you're doing that from a place of love and knowing that the universe will heal you and help you, that is where your healing takes place. Some of you have been hiding from your own healing because you are worried about healing others. You cannot worry about healing others because you aren't healed. You have to heal others. You have to help others. You signed up for this. This is what you're here for. And it is time that you get going. It is time that you start. It is time that you just go with it. It is time that you make things happen. Something else that we would like to address is that a lot of you feel as though you are lost on your spiritual path. And let us just say you are not lost on your spiritual path. There is always a reason for being where you are. If you are feeling like you are kind of spinning in circles or that you have hit a brick wall, please don't think that. You are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right place at exactly the right time. And when you feel lost, it is simply a message from the universe that there's something that needs to happen for you to move forward. And sometimes this thing that needs to happen for you to move forward is simply to help somebody else, or to heal somebody else, or to look at somebody else through the eyes of love, or to look at yourself through the eyes of love that are always looking down and smiling on you. That's pretty much the thing that keeps a lot of you trapped on your spiritual path. You feel like you're being boxed in, but really the bigger thing is you are trapped in a box of your own making. The moment you begin to expand your energy outward and just let your energy do the talking for you and let your energy heal the people around you without them asking for it. Because the thing is, and like we just said, bringing the healing is something that is very important, because when you bring the healing, not everybody will be accepting of that healing. But that healing is there as an option for them. So don't worry if someone isn't receptive to the energy that you bring. They might not be aligned with it in that moment, but that will linger with them. If you're feeling lost and stuck on your spiritual path and you're feeling like you don't know what the next step is, then take a moment, sit and breathe, align yourself with the universe, align yourself with Source, and ask to see the way forward. And if you're having problems visualizing or asking the universe for help, then help somebody else as you are asking for this guidance. Help people that you can help. Send love and light to people that you can send love and light to. And then you will see the next steps. You will see that the feelings of being trapped and the feelings of feeling like you are not getting anywhere will dissipate. We hope we have answered your question about Ascension, and we hope that you feel as though you are aligned with the answer that we have given. We hope that this has brought you healing and insights. That is all.